Hello to everyone out there. My name is Keith, and this, of course, is the Startup Sales Mastery video podcast in coordination with Co-Founder Club. Hopefully, you don't hear too much noise in the background. There's some new office building going on beside me, and I'm a little overtired today. That's what these eyes, because I was burning the candle at both ends, because that's what us salespeople do. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get on with today's video podcast. This is Market Week. And today, if you've looked up at the description, we're going through the survey campaign as a sales campaign. And if you listened to yesterday's video podcast, I basically started going into it today. I'm really going to emphasize what this is all about. There are two types of information gathering out there, also known as product validation, customer validation. In the startup world, when you're talking, with pitch decks and investors and incubators, that they use the term validation. Validate basically means go out and check that your assumptions are 100% good to go, that people really are prepared to pay actual money for your solution, not just, oh, yes, that would be wonderful, that they're actually prepared to pay for it. There's two ways in which that we can do this. One is go and ask them, but let the marketing guys do that. You're speaking with me. I am a sales guy, so I'm always going to give you the sales answers to these questions. And if we are going to do a survey campaign, it ain't to ask a goddamn thing, it's to close them. That's what we want to do. We don't want to ask, would they give money for this? We want to say, okay, give me the money, prove it to me, show me what you got, let's do this thing. And that's what it's all about. How can we put these two things together to actually verify instead of just validate? Well, quite simple, really. Do that final step. A lot of companies out there, you're actually encouraged. I know the incubators damn near insist on it, that you send out all these surveys and have people tick boxes. Would this be good? Would that be blah, 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 blah. Follow up with these guys, ring them up, get them on the telephone, and actually go to close them. So the quick answer to this is the only difference in this is that the survey campaign officially is the information gathering. You're verifying any assumption that you may have to actually get it concrete. Why would you want to do this? Well, are you really going to, invest 6 to 12 months of your life building a solution, a tech solution? You've got to look investors in the eye and say, yes, this solution is 100% good to go. They look back at you. Okay, how do you know? Your surveys, these are your results. And as far as I'm concerned, the market standard survey is look, it'll work. I know it'll work because this is what a lot of the investors tend to go looking for, especially at that stage. I think you need to take it to the next level, especially if you're like me. I'm not big for investment. I'm not big for it. You've got a great solution, go make money. What's the problem? I don't understand the problem. You want to scale to outpace your competition. That's something completely different. But at the early stages, you should be making a solution that's actually good enough to get a few pre-orders. And I think if you can really show that to people, everything else is going to work perfectly. So sales campaigns, survey campaigns, using one as the other is just that. You have nothing built. Okay, you've got absolutely nothing built, but you are an authority in this game. Now, again, the Startup Sales Mastery program, www.startupsalesmastery, it's above or below, or it's all over all these video podcast links. Go in there. You get one video for free. And if you want to do the rest, it's not exactly going to kill you. It's, what is it? It's 94% off, 93% off, something like that. I just keep cutting it. At some point, I'll just cut it down to stupid numbers. But in there, the full thing is a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about right now. It just explains everything. If you're not following with me, that's where to go to get answers. So authority, you've got your inner, industry knowledge. You know what's happening. Lean, all the way. Go lean. Go and sell your product. I think this would be a great product. Okay, let's project manage this. Let's figure out how to build it. You could do that, but you're better off go lean, sell the damn thing. contact me, contact a guy like me, contact a sales agency, call your friends, do what you have to do. I gave the example the other day about a buddy of mine in agrotech, and he's putting all this into this stuff. Now, it is actually an ingenious solution, but the first thing, dude, you want to do right before you do a damn thing is look these guys in the eye and say, let's get a contract going. Let's give me money, I'll give you this. And the second after they do it, then you can turn around to them and say, okay, it'll be a month or two because I have a few backlogs or something like that. But the point is, sell the thing. Now he's actually on that phase, so it's all good now after, I spoke to him and I gave him the goods. But there's so many people like that I know that spend months and months and months and months and months putting their product together. And yes, it's nice when you can have, for example, SaaS applications, and you can have people going into that free trial and then push them through that way. But if you're going to do it that way, by the time they get in, everything better be working perfect, or you're going to lose the customer. This is not what I'm talking about when I say lean. And it's not what I'm talking about, especially when I say survey and sales campaigns. I'm actually talking about, SaaS application, I don't know, lead generation, for example. Okay, who needs lead generation? Well, that would be the marketing companies. That would be the, I don't know, insurance companies, big companies that really go pumping those leads, and start selling it, start getting them in, and say, yep, it's in serious production right now. We're nearing blah blah blah. What we wanted to be able to do is things like this and this and this. Would that help you out? Now I'm going into my survey kind of thing, and I'm going to ask them the questions. What solution do you want? What would be helpful? What's, blah, blah, blah. And then at the very end, I can hit them with, and, what value would that be to you? How much would that be worth to you? I can ask them, what lead generation are you using right now? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Okay. And if a solution for that could be put into place, how much more would you be prepared to pay? I could hit them with all these things. And then right at the very end, okay, our solution, I mean, we are planning to have that feature. Is this something that you're just saying, or are you genuinely prepared to pay more? Because anyone who signs up right now with me in advance, I'm just going to give 50% off for 6 months. Now, you don't need to worry about making money at this point. You just need to worry about getting those customers. And if he was for real, that guy we just spoke to, he's going to say yes to something like that. You get 10 of them, bang, you've got yourself a business. Go build your product. Okay? This is how we use survey campaigns, and how we use survey campaigns for acting as sales campaigns. It's something that all, including me, should do. Before I started doing this, as most people know, any of this online, I ran lots of co-founder club events, and I ran customer acquisition events, and 1 hour, I run some little exercises, and at the end of each event, I made sure to close. I got on average, three, four, but that was for my full workshop per event. Now, these events were 40, 50 people, so 10%. So I pulled 10% out of my audience. I mean, I could have kept doing that, but then I decided going online, and then Corona and blah, 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 blah. The point is that even I practice what I preach. I test it. Right now, similar kinds of things, as most people know, everything that you see in that list that I offer in Startup Sales Mastery is up there, but it's up there in its infancy. Now, why is this a good thing? And why is this a good thing for me to advertise? Well, instead of bombarding you with hours and hours and hours of nonsense you may or may not need, I literally leave it to everyone up there, and I keep in touch with them, and I say, okay, what do you want? Maybe I'd like HubSpot. Okay, tomorrow there'll be a video on HubSpot. Maybe Active Campaign. I don't know. Would that be good? Tomorrow there will be a video with Active Campaign up. This is how we use survey. I've done enough survey campaigns to know what was going on. I used the customer acquisition ones I did before as my sales campaign to make damn sure people was going to pay up. And then I launched my product. This can be done in any industry, should be done in any industry. And if you can't get sales at the beginning, don't turn around to yourself, well, I need to build a product and then it will happen, because it ain't going to happen that way. That's just not how it works. My name is Keith. This is the Startup Sales Mastery video podcast. I'm here helping startups get customers. If you need customers, get in touch, because that's what we do. Good luck, take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow.